Question number 5 comes from Natalia. Natalia says, Hi guys, I have a Shar Pei and he is a sweet, calm dog. On occasions, he snaps and
The old sweet, calm dog.
He
bites
snaps and bites friends when they get too close to me or do a loud, strong movement. Incidents have occurred inside our home or car. These biting incidents come without warning, no growling or signs of aggression. Sometimes he will also try to bite if I have him on the leash and I try to hand his leash to the walker or staff at his day camp. When I'm not around him, leave him with friends in day camp, he acts sweet and hasn't bit anyone. All the incidents have occurred when me and my boyfriend are with him. He's very pet-friendly and never shown aggression toward other dogs. He has known all of his victims, and after biting them, he remains calm around them, and a lot of times will try to get pet by them. Please let me know if you have any idea what's going on through his head. He's 2.5, and I got him when he's 8 weeks old.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Okay. So, Natalia, Shar Peis, awesome dogs. I love them, but they can be, you can definitely have some like possessive, protective, snotty stuff, which can, which is not that different than, I think the last question that we just answered. I've got some notes for you, so I'm going to read some of this stuff off. Your dog is guarding and being possessive. So if you're curious about why is this happening, that's why.
Yep.
So your dog, it's happening in your boyfriend and your presence and not when you're not there. That's because the trigger or the possession, the resource to guard, to protect, is gone when you guys are gone. So that's the main thing to connect to. It's you guys that have become this thing to be protected, and chewing other people over. If you want to address it, I would love to have like a camera view into your place and see what you guys are doing. My suspicion is that this sweet, calm Shar Pei has got way too much affection, way too much access to your personal space, furniture, maybe sleeping in the bed. I don't want to reach too far. I don't want to jump to too many conclusions. But if you want to sort this out, then affection, cut it like down to like 2%. You're like, oh, really? Yes, if you want to fix it. If you don't want to fix it and like a few bites here and there like are cool, that's up to you. If the trade-off of like, but we really want to love on him, you're gonna have to adjust that and realize that that may not be a workable model for you guys with this dog at this point, especially if you don't do training with him. So, where did we go? I just had it. So, affection down like 90%. Cut access 90.
Needs to be like
I'm being very generous.
99.9.
Yeah.
Your dog is being a very
I'm too nice, aren't I?
brat.
I'm too nice. I'm too nice.
I think the thing is like the reason why
I try not to scare people away.
I'm not trying to scare anyone away.
I know you're not.
What I am saying though is that what we both see is all trainers in our arena. We see dogs being put down or rehomed because of this stuff.
Yep.
And you don't want that. And that's why you're here. And that's why you're asking. So it's awesome. So we got to give it to you straight. And that is that your dog is probably, if you've had it since 8 weeks, it's probably been spoiled the bejesus out of. And you probably, if you were sitting in this room, would
Shar
say,
Peis are extremely cute.
Totally cute.
Yep.
Probably not just you guys, but everyone that meets it is like, oh, look
attention.
how fluffy. And,
Yeah, that creates little prince syndrome.
Yes. And then, I can bite whatever I want. I can do this whenever I want.
This is my old lady. I'm going to protect her and my dude and all that.
And like protecting even is like a tough, like it's just like, oh, I just want to do this. And then when you're around, you're this soft energy and it can totally take advantage of you. So that's why it's not happening when you're not around. We see it over and over and over. And the problem is that it makes your life such a disaster. And then it's so hard for the dog to come back from it after practicing it for so long. You just have to it's time to get a handle on this if you really want to go for it.
Yeah, and I think there is something, and I could be wrong, and I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but there's something about the tone of her message that felt a little bit light for the severity of what was going on. So I think,
but maybe that's just
and it could be a language thing. She could be from somewhere else. Natalia is not like a typical, typical name here, so maybe she's from somewhere else. But if you're serious about this, because you should be, because it's dangerous stuff, then affection needs to be cut dramatically, if like not all the way. Access to your personal space, which means jumping in your lap, being able to be right next to you, any of that stuff. Uh-oh, I think Cece's here. It's time for crazy.
Keep going.
And so cut access to personal space. That's so important because dogs that are possessive typically want to be close and keep an eye on you. No furniture, no couches, no bed, none of that stuff. All of those things are mixed messages that increase and create possessive behavior and blur the lines about where the dog sits in the hierarchy in your family, what's dog world, what's human world, and then you get your dog really into trouble. So those are like non-negotiable. Affection, personal access, furniture, those need to be done if you want this fixed. You'll never get a dog to stop being possessive and protective if you keep sending those mixed messages, spoiling, access, allowing freedom. Your dog needs to be like locked down and trained in order to get the mindset right. So train your dog. We got free videos or DVDs, so those are totally up to you. You can go to our website, www.thegooddog.net, and you can look at our free do-it-yourself videos, and you can use leash and prong, start training your dog how to walk like a gentleman with the immaculate heel, thresholds, place, down, get all those really, really knocked out, and then teach your dog how to place away from you. He breaks, no, correction, put him back. He needs to learn that like you're in charge, you're the leader, you're not a possession to be protected or possessed, and that he needs to learn how to tolerate being away from you emotionally and physically so we can dissipate this stuff. So those are the resources I'd start with. And then I'd also correct any nasty behavior that you get, right? So I'd correct any kind of weird stuff. Cece's here. It's Indian food time. I'm going to try and continue on while this goes on, so bear with me while Cece does a little dog petting. So Natalia, I want the leash and prong on. If you don't have a prong collar on your dog, you need a prong collar on your dog, and you need to start addressing any of this like stuff around people. And this is the thing I want you to hold on to. There's always signs that your dog is escalating. You're saying he doesn't growl, he's not aggressive. Those are the clear, easy signs. Those are the signs. Those are the clear, easy signs. It's our Indian food. It's being delivered. Cece's here, and you know how it goes. Sorry, guys. I'm trying, Natalia. I'm trying. So, bye, Cece. Try. No. Don't kill it. I can't finish. Okay. So anyways, Natalia.
Happy New Year.
I'll show you the video next time too.
Okay.
Kurt, come on. Your friend next week.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So anyways, Natalia, sorry about that little disruption. So what I was saying is there's always signs, and this goes for all of you guys watching this. Anybody who says that there aren't lead-up signs to dogs biting people or biting other dogs, you're just not sensitive or tuned in enough to see those signs. They're always there. They're just really subtle. Growling is very overt. You know, attacking or aggressive behavior, that's very overt. That's like the end of the sequence. The beginning of the sequence looks like this. That's the beginning, right? Or that's the beginning. Or stillness. They're all very subtle, right? So you need to be highly conscious of your dog when you're walking him around people, right? You've got people inside. You've got to have that dog on a leash so you can correct and let him know what you like and what you don't like, right? So if I've got your dog and I've got friends coming over and I'm being very conscious of my dog, and friend walks up and I see my dog go like that, I'm going to say no, and I'm going to bang, I'm going to pop nice and firm with the prong collar and say, knock that crap off. Don't you dare growl or misbehave around any of my guests. So giving you kind of the hardcore, the truth, the lowdown, and it may seem severe, it may seem hard, it may seem impossible. The hardest part about this training stuff is the lifestyle shifts, the lifestyle changes away from like affection, babying, coddling, furniture access, things like that. Manny is allowed to be up on the couch because Manny doesn't bite people, he doesn't growl at people, and he doesn't go after dogs. So that's a privilege he's earned. If he did any of that stuff, he wouldn't be allowed up here because it would make things harder for him. So I hope that helps. Go to our website, lots of resources there to help you out. Thanks.